De la transition au Tchad, notre reporter Nadine Yambou nous donne le pouls de l'information dans ce pays, mais également au Zimbabwe et au Bénin.
Zimbabwe, l'aéroport Victoria Fall a été fermé vendredi et évacué après une alerte à la bombe, obligeant le président à annuler son voyage. Emerson Mnangagwa devait s'adresser à la conférence sur les énergies renouvelables. L'avion présidentiel a été contraint de suspendre son atterrissage et de faire demi-tour vers Harare. L'incident a contraint certains vols à se dérouter ou retarder leur atterrissage. Les services de sécurité sont en état d'alerte maximale. Une enquête est en cours pour trouver l'auteur de l'alerte. Au Tchad, comme il fallait s'y attendre, le général Mahamat Idriss Déby annonce sa candidature à l'élection présidentielle du 6 mai prochain. Le chef de la transition déclare qu'il se présentera sous la bannière de la coalition du Parti pour un Tchad uni. Mahamat Déby a 37 ans. Il avait été proclamé par l'armée président de transition à la tête d'une junte de 15 généraux le 20 avril à l'annonce de la mort de son père, le maréchal Idriss Déby Itno. Mahamat Idriss Déby promettait alors de rendre le pouvoir aux civils par des élections après une transition de 18 mois. Ce thème achevé, il l'avait prolongé de 2 ans. L'opposition dénonçait une succession dynastique des Déby. Cette annonce intervient au lendemain de la mort de son principal challenger, Yaya Dillo, tué au cours d'une opération de l'armée contre le siège de son parti. Et au Bénin, l'Assemblée nationale rejette la proposition de loi portant révision de la Constitution par 71 voix pour et 35 contre. Sur les 109 députés qui siègent au Parlement, il fallait au moins 92 voix pour que la proposition franchisse la première étape. Selon l'opposition, tout projet de révision de la Constitution au Bénin est toujours suspect, la loi fondamentale étant sacrée. Le président Patrice Talon avait pourtant répété à plusieurs reprises qu'il quittera le pouvoir en 2026. La modification du code électoral se fera donc sans passer par la case de la révision de la Constitution telle que voulue par la majorité pour harmoniser le calendrier électoral.
Dans la météo sportive camerounaise, rien ne semble plus aller dans le championnat de football local en proie à une forte turbulence financière. Championnat Elite One et salaire des joueurs, pourquoi ça grince? C'est un reportage signé Fabrice Elou.
Toya United de Limbe reprend du poil de la bête dans la course au play-off du championnat Elite One. Après des controverses lors des rencontres face à Avion Academy de Douala et UMS de Loum, Opopo, qui était déjà condamné à jouer les playoffs down, gagne 5 points et passe de 17 à 22 points au classement dans la poule B, suite à la décision de la commission d'homologation et des disciplines de la FECAFOOT, nous renseigne des sources proches de l'instance. Dans les détails, lors du match contre Avion comptant pour la 15e journée, mais Opopo a soulevé des questions sur l'éligibilité de certains joueurs adverses. La commission a tranché en faveur du club de Limbe, entraînant la défaite d'Avion Academy de Douala et la suspension de 3 de ses joueurs pour 6 matchs. Lors du match contre UMS de Loum, comptant pour la 17e journée, le club de Loum l'avait emporté 1-0 sur le terrain. Opopo a remis en cause l'identité d'un joueur de l'UMS et les arbitres ont donné raison à Victoria United. UMS a été sanctionné par une défaite par pénalité et le joueur en question a occupé d'une suspension de 6 matchs. Toujours en football local, le syndicat national des footballeurs professionnels du Cameroun révèle que seulement 7 clubs d'élite ont régulièrement payé les salaires de leurs joueurs, parmi lesquels Coton Sport de Garoua, Canon de Yaoundé, Fauvazu, PWD de Bamenda, Colombe du Dia et Lobo. Le Sinafoc renseigne aussi que parmi ces clubs, seuls Fauvazu, Coton Sport de Garoua sont en règle en termes de salaire, primes de signature, d'entraînement et de match. L'instance dirigée par Jérémy Ditap précise que les joueurs professionnels camerounais réclament 350 millions de francs CFA aux clubs en situation irrégulière. Le syndicat prévoit des mesures pour régler ce contentieux avant la fin de la saison.
C'est donc avec cette actualité du syndicat national des footballeurs professionnels camerounais que la première partie de votre journal rentre en gare. La seconde partie se poursuit avec vous, Innocent Azen.
Thank you, Christine Babanda. Good evening once more to you, viewers. Thanks for staying with us for the second segment of this newscast. Trial of the accused persons in the Martinez Zogo murder case expected to begin soon. The end of the inquiry phase paves the way to a new perspective into seeking for justice for the killed journalist and his family. Babla Jonathan reports.
The charges have now been clearly stated by the Yaoundé Military Court. The accused in the Martinez Zogo capital murder affair will be prosecuted on different charges. Amugu Belinga will be tried for complicity in torture, same for former intelligence chief Maxime Eko, while Bruno Bejang is accused of conspiracy in torture, arrest and sequestration. Colonel Justin Danwe and 5 other co-accused are going down for complicity in capital murder, torture, arrest, sequestration and violation of instructions.
Now we take you to the Mongo division of the Littoral region. 41-year-old Dongep Gerard Heve has taken over as registrar of the principal prison of Mbanga. During his installation, the regional delegate of penitentiary administration for the Littoral, Fopa Fieri, urged the new registrar to ensure that the inmates at the prison are catered for, and also that he should stay away from any form of distraction that will hinder him from executing his duties effectively. Smart Jikan Gable has details.
Prison Dongep Gérard Hervé, régisseur de la prison de Banga.
Dongep Gerard Eve is the new registrar of the prince in the Mongo division. During his installation, which took place at the ceremonial ground of Mbanga, the new registrar was advised to concentrate on his new job by the regional delegate of penitentiary administration for the Littoral. You should take into consideration the specificity of the structure. The new registrar has to understand that he is no longer in Ambam but in Mbanga. Taking into consideration the geographical proximity of Mbanga, he has to manage Mbanga since we are in the Littoral region. After the installation ceremony, the new registrar and the outgoing did paperwork in the presence of their regional boss before the new registrar was introduced to the inmates at the principal prison of Mbanga. The new registrar was given this message. The penitentiary administration that is in charge of today is part of the nation and the city. Since he knows where he is now working, he has to manage the institution, taking into consideration all of the necessary measures. Dongep Gerard Eve, who came in from Ambam, took the position of Etame Mbongo Frankie, who has been in charge of the principal prison of Mbanga for 5 years.
Inhabitants of Dzange in the Senegal Maritime Division of the Littoral region are fuming over abandoned projects. Some of these projects have exceeded a deadline for execution for the projects to be handed over. According to the population, these are projects which aimed at increasing or improving their standard of living. Immaculate Fogo reports.
The slow pace of work on the 14-kilometer stretch of road linking Edea and Dzange in the Senegal Maritime Division, Littoral region, is preoccupying residents of the area. The first phase, which was expected to have been completed within 12 months, is still in a deplorable state. We do not understand what's happening. This project began a year ago, but nothing has changed. A lot of us don't have water in our homes because this same project led to the destruction of our pipes that provide water in our houses. The person in charge of the project doesn't seem worried. By the way, he has gotten his money. Not even a kilometer has been tarred. Machines are not working. We are not sure if this road will be completely tarred. Accidents are now very frequent on the stretch. The workers went on strike and they are demanding that their salaries be paid. Municipal councillors decried the nonchalant attitude of some contractors while calling on the mayor to sit up by addressing the different developmental challenges faced by the population. We informed the mayor that several projects have been abandoned and definitely it's affecting the development of our community. We hope that the mayor gets to sort out these issues within the shortest time possible. We are really worried with what is happening. A lot of boreholes that were constructed are not functioning. Access to potable water is a veritable nightmare. Talking about a day at Dizange Road, it's really terrible. Last year during the rainy season, the road was inaccessible. I think this year it will be worse. Over 8 million francs CFA has been voted as the 2024 budget. The amount is expected to go a long way in ameliorating the living conditions of the population and also fight against the invasion of the Salvinia molesta plant, commonly known as water fern, in their lakes.
Stand Up for Cameroon says this is not the time to be celebrating the International Women's Day. Of course, that will be coming on March the 8th, 2024. According to members for Stand Up for Cameroon, women across the national territory should rather use this day to decry the high cost of living and the growing rates of femicides in the Republic of Cameroon, as well as persistent abuses and killings in the two English-speaking regions of the country, and demand for justice. Malak Glory has more.
Women of Stand Up for Cameroon, a civil society group, have declared an 8-March celebration in black. These to decry the high cost of living and the numerous crimes committed on women, not forgetting those in the Anglophone regions of Cameroon who are victims of the more than 7 years armed conflict.
Every day there are reports of femicides. Every day there's a report of rape. Every day there's a report of domestic violence with no response from government. Our sisters who live in the conflict zone, the problem is 10 times worse for them. They are being killed by the bullets of soldiers, by the bullets of armed groups. They are being raped. They are being kidnapped.
The lockdown announced in the Anglophone regions on March 8 has not only instilled fear in the women, but will deprive them from carrying out other activities and attending to health care.
Most of them cannot leave their villages to the regional hospital in Bamenda, where most of the apparatus are. Then the fuel prices has also increased, even the transport. We can say the Northwest woman is just living.
Because of this, Stand Up for Cameroon is calling on other women across the country to dress in black on March 8 to make their voices heard.
We cannot start celebrating, being joyous, as if everything is okay. No, we must fight as Cameroonian women to make our voices heard and for people to know that we are not okay. 8th of March in black.
Meantime, activities in prelude to the Women's Day celebration has been launched nationwide and will be celebrated on the theme Inspire Inclusion.
And on to health. Since 2021, Cameroon continues to register new cases of poliomyelitis type 2, a major concern for a country which is expected to have eradicated poliomyelitis since 2015. Its resurgence in the member countries of the Lake Chad Basin Commission, with 209 cases reported, is preoccupying to health experts. To tackle the resurgence, a vaccination campaign has been launched at the government's primary school in Dokpasi in the Douala 3 subdivision. The campaign that started from the 1st of March to the 3rd of March targets at least 682,000 children between the ages of 0 to 5 years. Member countries of the Lake Chad Basin should be noted. Are also included in the fight. That's Niger, Chad, and Central African Republic, including Cameroon. And the campaign effectively started in the Litowa region, Cameroon. Now, take a listen to an expert.
The campaign is synchronized with other countries in the sub-region. When I talk of other countries in the sub-region, I mean Nigeria, Chad, Central African Republic, and other countries. So why are we organizing the campaign? We organize the campaign because poliomyelitis is a very dangerous disease, and poliomyelitis does not have any cure. And so the only way to respond against poliomyelitis is to strengthen preventive measures, and the most effective preventive measure is vaccination. That's why the vaccine against polio will be administered to children. And concerning the littoral region, although we have not had cases of polio, the cases have been notified, especially in Yaoundé and in the northern region, and also within other countries of the sub-region. That's why the 2 rounds of campaign are organized. So the first begins today to Sunday the 3rd of March, and the second will take place during. The first objective is to ensure that at least 95% of parents are informed about the campaign before the teams can pass around their household. The second objective is to ensure that all the children aged 0 to 5 years are vaccinated. That's 100% of all our children. And the third is to make sure that we strengthen the search for vaccine preventable diseases at the level of the community. I should also ensure that the vaccine is managed properly. So at the level of the region, the target is around 682,363 children who are supposed to be vaccinated.
We are listening there to Dr. Ewane Leonard. He is the regional coordinator of the extended program on immunization. Now we talk sports. Victoria United has gained 5 points thanks to the ruling of the homologation and disciplinary committee of the Cameroon Football Federation. FECAFOOT, the Limbe club, had filed a complaint against Avion Academy UMS of Loom and Young Sports Academy of Bamenda, who had played using double identities. On a related note, the National Football Trade Union, NAFOG, has produced a paying their players' salaries from October 2023 to February 2024. Smanjukan Gabriel has compilations of these stories.
As clubs tussle to get a ticket for the playoffs to determine the winner of the Elite One Championship this football season, Victoria United, alias Opopo, that was already thinking about fighting to survive in the championship when they engaged in the play down, were given reasons to hope after the homologation and disciplinary committee of the Cameroon Football Federation, FECAFOOT, gave them reason. Victoria United had filed a complaint against 3 clubs: Avion Academy, UMS of Loom, and Young Sport Academy of Bamenda, who had players with double identities. After going through the complaints, Victoria United was handed 5 points as they won their petitions against Avion Academy and UMS of Loom, which pushed them to the 3rd place on the general classification table with 24 points. Results of March Day 16 in Group B will, however, determine the fate of the Limbe boys. Still within the Elite One Championship, but in the office, the National Trade Union of Footballers in Cameroon, with acronym SINAFOC, which is an independent union that defends the rights and interests of professional footballers, has declared that out of the 19 clubs in the Elite One Championship, only 7 clubs, amongst them Fuvazu of Yaoundé, Coton Sport of Garoua, Colombe of Dja and Lobo, Stade Rennais of Melon, PWD of Bamenda, Victoria United and Canon Sportif of Yaoundé have succeeded in paying all complete salaries to their players between October 2023 and February 2024. In the course of an exchange with media men, it was also mentioned that out of the 12 Elite One Championship club that the officials of SINAFOC visited, only Fuvazu and Coton Sport of Garoua have completed not only the payment of salaries but also signature, training and match bonuses to their players. At the Women's Super League, all of the 12 clubs that the officials of SINAFOC visited, none have completely paid their players.
And just to note that after the last playing day in Group B of the Professional Elite One Championship, this afternoon, Stade Rennais of Melon, Coton Sport of Garoua, Fauve Azur of Yaoundé, and the Young Sports Academy of Bamenda have sealed their tickets for the playoffs. The 5 points gained by Opopo didn't help them to the playoffs at the end of the day. and that was compiled for us by Smart Jukan Gabriel Sportsman. Thanks so much to the viewers for watching this edition of the 8 p.m. Bilingue newscast. Stay posted to programs on Équinoxe Television. Tomorrow is another day. Good evening. Bonsoir à vous, Christine Obana.
Have a nice evening, Innocent Azé. Madame, Monsieur, c'est la fin de ce journal. Merci de votre fidélité et surtout de votre confiance. Retrouvons-nous demain 20h sur Équinoxe Télévision, la chaîne du peuple.